My name is Sarah Dobson, and I'm the coordinator for the Abbeville County Quilts of Valor Foundation. Has anybody heard of Quilts of Valor Foundation? I know a couple of people have. I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. I promised Jonathan I wouldn't take too long, so I'll try to keep it short. But Quilts of Valor Foundation was started in 2003 by a woman named Catherine Roberts out of her home in Delaware. And she started it because her son had been deployed to Iraq. And she had a vision one night, a dream, and she wanted to make a quilt for the returning warriors. And so from then to now, we have donated about 126,000 quilts. All of these are made by individuals. Some people cut the squares, and some people sew the squares, and some people quilt, some people put labels on, so some people make the cases they go in. It's a hands-on, ongoing thing for everybody. I looked up the word valor in the dictionary because I'm old and I don't Google, so anyway, I don't know what Google means. My daughter keeps telling me to Google, and I don't know what to do. So, but Webster defines valor like this: it's to be strong, to be fearless, and to be courageous. And I think all of our veterans who have been in that combat situation, that certainly would describe them. But I want to read a little bit from this brochure to tell you a little bit more about the Quilts of Valor Foundation. Over time, the mission of Quilts of Valor has expanded to include military service members and veterans touched by war, regardless of the conflict. So we go back to World War II all the way up through present day. It can be a declared war or otherwise in which they served. A Quilt of Valor is a lifetime award, and it's stitched with love, prayers, and healing thoughts. So an ongoing national effort in many cases connects civilians with service members and veterans. It also at times connects veterans with other veterans. I was in Myrtle Beach a few weeks ago, and we had 2 World War II veterans that had served at the same time at Pearl Harbor. They didn't know each other, but it was good that they were able to sit there and talk. They were both in the Navy, so they got to just spend some time talking to them. If anybody knows how to sew a straight stitch, we always look for volunteers to help us make quilts. If you can't sew a straight stitch, I'll help you learn. But we can always use some volunteers to help us make quilts. I want to read something that I wrote in honor of my cousin when I presented his quilt to him. And I probably will cry, but bear with me. I titled it, I Am a Career Soldier. You may not know my name because I'm not looking for fame, but I have fought for you. I have protected you. I have defended you and have watched over you while you slept. And sometimes I have died for you. I am a career soldier. I have missed your birthday, your high school and college graduation. I missed your wedding, the birth of your children, and yes, I even missed your daddy's funeral. I am a career soldier. I'm proud to be an American and proud to defend my country. While you were starting a career or going to college, I was dodging enemy fire in the jungles of Vietnam, or walking across the burning sands of Iraq, or climbing the rugged peaks of Afghanistan. I am a career soldier. Please don't think ill of me because I wasn't always with you, and don't think for 1 minute that I don't love you. Always remember, the times you missed me at family functions, I was there with you in thought and spirit, hoping that you know I wanted to be with you. Always know how much I love you, and always remember me. I am a career soldier. At this time, I'd like to ask some of our soldiers. If I can find my list here. Okay, I'll just remember then. Mr. Bill Evans, if you please come forward. Mr. Evans was a Green Beret, served in Korea and Vietnam, and he's also a Purple Heart recipient. Chris Miller. note. So tell me, you're in the National Guard? Okay. And Sammy Lewis served in Vietnam, Purple Heart recipient. Please come. And Mr. Samuel Fleming. Mr. Fleming was in the Navy, and he served on the USS Yorktown. And I've never met anybody before that served on the Yorktown until I met him. It probably was. It might have been. I want to read this, and then we'll get the quilts. On behalf of the Quilts of Valor Foundation, in recognition of your service and sacrifice for this nation, it is a privilege to serve honor and comfort upon you through the award of this Quilt of Valor. Though we may never know the depth of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America, as a gesture of a grateful nation, we award you this Quilt of Valor. And this one is for you. That's not the quilt. We got the quilt coming. So. No, you couldn't.
like these that serve our country so freely. So let's go to the Lord in prayer at this time. Okay, Sid, you do have brochures if you're interested in this program of Quilts of Valor. But let's go to the Lord in prayer. And thank you for our veterans. Father, we love you so much, Lord, and I thank you for these families that are represented right here in front of us. Lord, we thank you, God, for their sacrifice and for their service to this great country, Lord. God, we're just so grateful, God, that you have watched over each one of these men. God, we know that there are many people every day, Lord, who put their life on the line protecting our freedom. There have been many people in the past, Lord, who have put their life on the line, many who have lost their life, who have suffered injuries and some catastrophic injuries, Lord God, to protect our freedom. Lord, we pray for their families. God, we thank you. We ask you to bless their families. God, give them comfort and peace that can only come from you, Lord. Lord, as the pastor of these men, Lord, I'm so thankful for each one of them and their service for you. Lord, I'm thankful to call them my friend. Lord, I'm thankful to call them veteran, God, because they gave up so much, God, to serve this country, to protect our freedom. Lord, we ask you a special blessing